1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10.
All right, here we go. It is Tuesday afternoon here at Lemoy Field on the campus here at Post University in Waterbury, Connecticut. It's time for some men's soccer between your Post University Eagles and the Dominican University of New York. It's Griffin Cass on hand, and alongside me is Tiffany Verney, the head coach of the women's volleyball team here at Post University, making her broadcasting debut here in the 2024 campaign. So, Tiff, how are you doing today?
I'm doing well. Thanks for having me. I'm excited to be out here. I'm at all the games, so I figured I'd hop on the broadcast today and give the audience
Thrilled to have you.
Thrilled
to have you. What are you looking forward to with the men's soccer team here today?
I'm interested to see how they do against Dominican. I think, they've been doing pretty well in conference play this far, so, seeing if they can continue that streak of, undefeated in conference moving forward.
They come into this one at 6-1-3 overall, 5-0 in conference play. They'll be looking to continue that undefeated conference CACC play record here today versus the Chargers, who have endured a little bit of a struggle here in this 2023 campaign. 1-9 overall, 1-4 in conference play on a 2-game losing streak. So two teams kind of trending in opposite directions here in this season, with including today. It's unbelievable to think about. 6 games remain in the regular season for this Post-University Eagles men's soccer squad, who are number 12th in the country in all of NCAA Division II men's soccer. They are head coached by Ted Haley in his 18th year at the helm. For Dominican, it's Jordan Culver in his first year. So how do you think, as a coach yourself, how will this play a factor with one coach with 18 years of experience at their program and a coach in his rookie year?
Yeah, I think having experience as a coach definitely helps prepare the players, but with me being in my second season, I would say, if you're around the sport a lot, for the most part what's going on. I think, there isn't necessarily a downside to being a new coach. I think,
right,
some new fresh ideas as well, and, seeing how the players, react to the head coach, I think is also an interesting thing with a new team. But, overall, I think, Coach Haley's experience, he's clearly done, a fantastic job with this squad, so it'll be a good match.
All right, we are underway with the Eagles in the white uniforms. The Chargers are in the black uniforms. Eagles going from right to left, Chargers left to right. As we are underway here on this Tuesday afternoon of NCAA Division II men's soccer here. That's a nice long ball led to Aritz Uriarte, who is a major factor on this team, leading the team in goals at 6 on the year. Last year he had 7 goals. So with 6 games, including today, left in the regular season, he'll surely eclipse that total from last season. As it's Soren Jensen in net for your Eagles. And for the Chargers, it's Alessandro Guzzinatti in net, the freshman from Ferrara, Italy.
And I think what's been interesting, too, is Soren Jensen doesn't necessarily have as many saves as the other goalies, so we haven't seen him get that goalkeeper of the week yet for the CACC, but, he does such a great job holding it back in that goal. And, a lot of their games have been so close so far, so it'll be interesting to see how many saves he might have today.
As that's a ball led right into the middle, and it goes into the back of the net for the Eagles. So didn't take them too much time to get on the board here. Didn't see who scored that one, but we'll get that for you in just a moment. So they say that's Aritz Uriarte, as I was just saying it, 6 goals. He has now tied his total from last season. He's up to 7 goals on the 2023 campaign. Number 10, Aritz Uriarte, giving the Eagles a 1-0 lead here with 43-48 remaining in the first half. All right, Steph, a good start here on this Tuesday afternoon.
Yeah, that was very fast finish there, and I think, if I'm the other players on the team, I'm giving the ball to Aritz. He's been doing such a great job finishing and, scoring goals for them. So, I'm giving the ball to him every chance that I get.
Yeah, not even 2 minutes into regulation, and the Eagles already get one in the back of the net. That's a nice effort there by Luca Dettoli here on the near side, number 33 for your Eagles. Now the Eagles are moving it around in the backfield. Felix Nassen shares it over towards the far sideline, gets it back. The Eagles do a great job of moving the ball around, spreading it out across the pitch, especially using Soren Jensen as that security deposit, if you will, in net. That's a nice long ball sent to the far side. And tipping it right wide left of the net. Oh, what a awesome look there for the Eagles. And we have an Eagle down on the pitch. That is the sophomore, Manuel Rolova, down on the pitch. The Eagles are coming off of a 1-1 tie this past Saturday at Lemoy Field against Southern Connecticut State University. Rolova had the lone goal for the Eagles in that game, and a great sign for Eagles fans. He is back up on his feet, running it off, as we have resumed play with 3 minutes played here in regulation.
Yeah, I was interested to see what they were going to do there. I didn't know if they were going to call a foul. I think Coach Haley was signaling for a foul, but there was no call on the play, so I guess we're going to keep going with play here.
Eagles sharing it around the outside in their attacking zone as that is knocked out of play by the Chargers. So we'll have our first corner kick of the afternoon here in the left corner. It'll be Andrea Birdie to take it. The graduate student from Milan, Italy. He's a midfielder for this Eagles squad. Again, wears number 25 for Ted Haley. So here comes a corner. Line drive kick towards that near post. That was last touched by Uriarte. So it'll be Dominican taking over here with 41:05 remaining in the first half. Nice pressure here from the Eagles. And that would be last touch by the Chargers. So it'll be a throw in here for the Eagles on the near side. Florindo will toss it in. And this pressure from this Eagles squad has been superb here to start. Something we see them do a great job of in their matches is apply the pressure to their opponent.
Yeah, and I think what's been interesting to watch as well is they're a very high possession team. They seem to have the ball a lot of the games that, we've been watching, and it's interesting. You mentioned that control earlier of them being able to pass the ball with each other. And I think, in all of the games, they've had a lot of the possession. So I think it'll be about finishing today and how many opportunities they'll get to have some shots on goal.
And how much coaching comes into that?
I think, a lot of coaching goes into it. At practice, definitely working on passing and keeping that ball so they can kind of control the pace of the game and, do what they want to do. And I think, we'll see them out here at practice, and they're always working on that. So I think you can definitely see it translating into the games, and in opportunities like this.
We got a PK right here with Nick and Ganastiadis. He'll take it. He'll make it, and it's 2-0 Eagles here. Not even 5 minutes played here in this first half. What an auspicious first 5 minutes for the Eagles. Leading 2-0 already here in this one. And that is Nick Anaganastiadis' second goal on the season.
Yeah, his first goal was during that SNU match, and I think it really came up big. And since then, he's been continuing to be a really key piece here for the Eagles. So, trusting him to take that kick right there is definitely, a testament to his experience on, the team and on the pitch.
The Eagles take it right away. Birdie will have a try, as that one just sailed above the goal. Great look there for the Eagles. And they are just dictating the pace here to start.
From this angle, I actually thought that ball might have went in.
it
but
looked good. It was just a little too high. Just by a few inches there. Birdie, another opportunity. Yes! 3-0 Eagles. Andrea Birdie says, look what I found. And he puts it into the back of the nets for his second goal on the campaign. And it's 3-0 Eagles here with 39:28 remaining in the first half. This Eagles squad, Tiff, wasting no time here today to take care of business. Already up 3-0. Not even 6 minutes played here in this first half.
And I think, the scoring right off the bat, too, could be, some extra energy from that match on Saturday that was really close against Southern Connecticut, you know, in that last 30 seconds with Southern coming and scoring that goal to tie up the match. So, if I'm on the team right now too, I'm going all for it. And, I think this is a direct result of, feeling that. And, although it was a tie, in some ways it may also just seem like a loss. So for them, so.
Great point. Yeah. As we get a lot of physical play there, Dominican takes it away. And the Eagles are right on the attack as they take it right back. Felipe Garcia with the theft. Number 4 for your Eagles. Yeah, so might have been a little bit of a frustration boiling over from Saturday, and now the Eagles are taking it out on the Chargers here on this Tuesday afternoon.
Yeah, and I think a big thing will be then for game management. They did score 3 goals right off the bat, but now, maintaining that and either adding to it or just taking care of the ball for the match today.
Tenoriero turning the corner on the near side, and Uriarte had a little bit of a layup right there as it sails over the net. Uriarte almost had his second goal of the first half right there. As that one goes out of play, we'll have a throw in here for Dominican on the near sideline. This Dominican team, they also played Saturday. They lost to Wilmington University 5-2. The Eagles defeated Wilmington back on September 16th, 1-0 here at Lemoy Field. The Eagles passing it around here in the backfield. Birdie comes to get it, shares it to DeToli right here on the near side. And now Dominican has something going here as they get it in their attacking zone for the first time here today. A nice ball towards the middle. Nice defense from DeToli right there. Interrupting the flow for the Chargers. As we'll get our first substitutions of the day. No, it doesn't look like it.
Yeah, and Omar Florindo is a name that we've been hearing a lot from the defensive end. I know he's been on the CACC Weekly Honor Roll a few times and got recognized as Defensive Player of the Week. I think, he definitely does a lot from the back line and along with the help from his teammates. But, he's definitely a name when the ball's in the other team's hands that, or feet in this matter. I'm used to volleyball. But, when the other team has the ball, Florindo is close by to make those plays back there to stop them.
Yeah, the junior defender from Milan, Italy, one of the staples here for this men's soccer program here at Post. So we are 9 minutes into the first half, still a 3-0 Eagles lead here. They have 3 shots on goal, all went into the back of the net. No shots on goal for Dominican here to start, as this is the first time they have had it in their attacking zone. That's a nice ball towards the middle, and Jensen vacuums it in. He'll roll it out towards the near side in Florindo. Florindo goes back to Garcia. He'll tap it to Jensen. Jensen thought about sending the long ball. Now it is Felix Nassen. He'll send it down the far sideline, intended for Rivolo. Now it's Uriarte. Angling towards the middle. Uriarte. Him and Rivolo we're not on the same page there. It looked like Iriarte was trying to lead Rivolo towards that far post, and Rivolo cut in. So we'll have our second corner kick of the first half for the Eagles. This time it'll be in the right corner, and it'll be Rivolo to take it. Rolova sends it towards the near post, and that is broken up by the Chargers. Last touch by the Chargers, so Relovo will redo it. The sophomore forward here. Again, he scored that lone goal on Saturday as he lost this one towards the middle. And it eludes Florindo, but he's got Birdie with him. Nassen fires a shot, and it's saved by Gutsanati. 34:05 remaining here in the first half.
What it seems like right now for the Eagles, too, if they've got the ball, we've got quite a lot of different players taking shots on goal.
Right.
So, I think it's going to be a true team effort here today as we see who continues to put the ball in the back of the net.
Yeah, you see Felix Nassen there, a defender, getting a shot on goal. As the Eagles will take it out on that far sideline, it goes to Nassen. Eagles team this season, 16 goals scored. Coming into this one, 8 goals allowed. Nice give and go here. It didn't result in anything, but a nice little give and go there. Something Dominican has not been able to do thus far, is get any type of action going offensively with the passing.
And now we see the sun peeking through, so I'm hoping that we see a little bit more of that today as there's some dark clouds in the background. So I'm hoping that those continue to make its way past and we can get some more sun here.
Yeah, a mostly cloudy day here at Lemoy Field with temperatures ranging in the lower to mid 60s here on this beautiful Tuesday in the middle of October. So unbelievable to think about that, including today, 6 games left in the regular season for this Eagles squad. Feels like it was just yesterday where it was August 31st and the season started.
Yeah, the fall time here on campus is definitely one of my favorites. You see the leaves changing and, now some of them falling off the trees. But, soccer in October, to have weather like this, you really can't ask for much more.
So it'll be Dominican's first corner kick here today. They won't kick it near the box. As they'll have a throw in on that far side with 31:50 remaining here in the first half. Eagles looking to get it out. And it almost seems like this is where good teams are separated from great teams. How much action are you able to develop when things get tight near the box? And Dominican has made some nice passes here and created some sort of action, but nothing has really developed into the type of plays that the Eagles have been able to develop on the offensive end here to start.
Yeah, we've definitely seen the Chargers answer back here and take more possession of the ball. We've been, down on our defensive side of the pitch for a little bit of the game, more so than we saw in that first 5 minutes there, where it was really the Eagles just having total control over what was going on offense.
Now they're able to move it into the midfield here. Looking to stretch this lead out a little bit. Again, they threw an all-out blitz to the Chargers in that first 5 to 6 minutes. As Totoli goes cross-field to Pablo Tenorio. As he gets that ahead to Relova. Relova has it taken away. A lot of physical play at midfield right there, and the Chargers with the theft. Eagles will reset with Jensen in the box. 15 minutes gone here in the first half, 30 to play. A 3-0 advantage for your Eagles, who are number 12th in the country in all of NCAA Division II men's soccer, as they are the defending 2022 CACC champions. Last year they went 16-4-2 overall, 9-1-2 in conference play. As we get a whistle, it'll go against Dominican, not to the delight of the Chargers bench right there. What'd you see there, Tiff?
Yeah, it looked like he had grabbed the back of his jersey and kind of tossed number 4 to the floor there. I'm not sure, what the exact call was, but looks like a foul.
Foul on the Chargers. So now it's in possession of the Eagles here, just playing catch with the defenders in the backfield. Garcia has a man. That's Uriarte downfield. Birdie closing in hard. Dominican able to move it ahead towards midfield. As that ball goes out of play. Last touch by Nassen. Throw in for the Chargers on that far sideline. And the theft by the Eagles. Marcus Botung with that steal right there. As Ted Haley screaming out the word patience from the sideline, imploring his team to just relax, stay cool, calm, and collected. We have a 3-0 advantage here. There's no need to try and force anything here, as we are nearing the midway point here in the first half. That's a nice long ball. And the Eagles have been sending the long ball here pretty frequently in this first half.
Yeah, and we've seen the Chargers have definitely been a little bit more physical in this past few minutes here. And I think, continuing to keep that pressure on the ball so they can get something going offensively is going to be key, because, we've had control. Well, the Eagles have had control for the past few minutes or so, and that definitely increases the level of physicality from the Chargers.
What's your favorite thing about coaching at Post?
So I'd definitely say the environment here. I think all of the coaches, and you'll see, if you're here on the field today, you'll see a lot of the other coaches supporting, and I think everybody is very supportive of not only just their team, but you'll see them at a bunch of different sporting events, and we're more of a family in the athletic department.
The community sense that you feel here.
Yeah. Definitely, and you'll see also, if some other players from other sports teams are in the stands as well, if they're not at class, they're out supporting.
I know your volleyball games get loud in the Jubner Center very often.
They sure do, yeah. So we love the support, and, so we always try and come out and support the other sports when we can, too.
Right. Love that. And this is your second year at the helm. What have you learned in your second season that you maybe didn't know in your first year?
I think just continuing to get adjusted to the conference. I've been in the East Region volleyball. I was a player in the ECC and then coached in the NE10 for a season, and now being in the CACC, just continuing to familiarize myself with the competition, and, Dominican being one of those conference teams, and, just continuing to grow as a team and progress. I think we ended off the season pretty well last year against Jefferson in the quarterfinals of the tournament. So we're looking to continue to make a run towards playoffs and, continue to get better every day.
As we get a nice slide tackle here from Omar Florindo. Thought it was last touched by the Chargers, but the officials give the Chargers the throw in here. .35 remaining here in this first half.
What are we doing, Omar?
It's probably the best opportunity that Dominican has had all day, as they will have a corner kick here in the right corner. See what they elect to do here. They have two men in that corner. They'll send it towards the middle. The header just wide left of the nets. Nice design play there by the Chargers.
Patience. Move the ball left to right for the first pass. Please. Omar. Hey. Step down, man. 2 levels.
24-35 remaining here in this first half. Eagles 3, Chargers 0. Florindo streaking down that near side. He put on the brakes as Detoli tries to lead Uriarte. Uriarte on the left side goes back to Florindo. Detoli now at the top. Met by 2, eludes the defenders. It goes back to Nassen near midfield. And Aganastianis leads Florindo. He keeps it in play with the header. And the Chargers will let that sail out of play. Nice theft by Relova. And this Eagles defense is just so ferocious. The screws are tightened up all the way. And now the Chargers get some momentum here, coming down that far side. Maruf Berry hounded on that far sideline. He gets knocked out of play by the Eagles with 23 minutes to play here in the first half. Great defense by Relova. And we get a whistle right there. Omar Florindo gets called for the foul. Luis Guiarvara draws the contact, the sophomore forward from Middlesex, New Jersey.
Yeah, and the referee actually just took out a yellow card, and I think that's on Omar Florindo for the foul that he just committed. But I'm sure that they're having a word right now, and I see other Eagles players even getting involved in that. So, definitely backing each other up. But, at the end of the day, sportsmanship is huge. So I think that, they're just trying to calm each other down and make sure that, the yellow card doesn't turn into a red card.
Yeah, we get our first yellow card of the day. So it'll be free kick here for the Chargers. At a nice angle here on the right side. Nice design play. Oh, what a strike that hit the top of the crossbar. Now that was the best look that the Chargers have had all day. My goodness, that was an absolute boot delivered toward the net.
Yeah, and Tenorio kind of cleared that ball out of there just now. We'll see if the Eagles can get out of that situation. And it seems like they're calming some things down now. And again, hearing Coach Haley yell patience on his end, I think, is going to be key for the Eagles moving through the rest of this match.
Ball in midfield. 21:55 remaining here in the first half. Still 3-0 post. After Dominican has definitely had a better past 15 to 20 minutes here in this one. That first 5 to 6 minutes was rough for them as the Eagles rattled off 3 consecutive goals. If you're just tuning in here on the Nest Network, presented by the CACC Network. Griffin Cass alongside Tiffany Verney with you here on this Tuesday afternoon in Waterbury, Connecticut at Lemoy Field. Felipe Garcia with a nice move. And now it'll be Birdie streaking down the middle. Leads a teammate. Relova, it's right in front of him. He shoots and he misses wide left. Looks like we'll get a substitution here. Denny Iljazzy for the Eagles getting set to come in. Guevara turning on the Jets here on the near side. Eagles wanted a handball right there.
Yeah, it did look like, I think it hit his upper arm. I'm not sure.
Might have caught the forearm
if the
of
referee
Henrique
was looking
Zakello.
there, yeah.
Number 20 for the Chargers. Now it's Uriarte in midfield. Tosses a pass behind Florindo, and it's intercepted now by the Chargers. A little under 20 minutes to play here in the first half. Barry. He is a speedster. He is very fast. Number 10 for the Chargers. He just doesn't typically have any teammates running with him. It's usually just been him by himself. As that is knocked out of play. Official saying last touch by Dominican. Throw in here for the Eagles, on that far sideline. It's tossed into Uriarte. Garcia.
Yeah, and that throw-in before coming from, Marcus Botungi, I think he's been doing a great job in his first season here for the Eagles as well. I know he was out of school prior to this, but, he's came in and made a big impact for the Eagles squad so far. I think it might be one of those players that doesn't necessarily get all the recognition, but he's a key piece in this Eagles team this year.
The sophomore midfielder from Norway. And he wears number 20 on the back of his jersey. Now here comes the Eagles with Luca Dottoli. Crossing midfield. He's got Birdie right to his left. Birdie now with it. And Aganasiadis with it here in the middle of the field. Now he'll go to the far side. Coming up on 18 minutes to play here in this first half. Eagles protecting their lead. Chargers looking to mount a comeback, trailing 3-0. Tenoreri comes in. Now it's Uriarte right in front of the box. Brings it back out.
Yeah, and the goalie there was very far outside the box with a lot of post players in there. So, one extra touch, and who knows what the outcome of that could have potentially been. But, the Chargers did a good job defending there and getting that ball out of the way.
Uriarte angles towards the middle, delivers a strike, and scores. Aritz Uriarte with his second goal on the afternoon, his 8th of the season. And it's 4-0 Eagles with 17:22 to play here in the first half. What a strike there by Uriarte. What a highlight. How'd you see that play develop?
Yeah, I think, like I mentioned before, the Chargers did get that initial ball out of there, but once the Eagles got it back, they really just went right to the goal and tried for another one there, and Aritz was able to put the ball away. I think, as you mentioned before, him being the top scorer on the team this year, giving him the ball every chance that you get to have more opportunities offensively for the Eagles.
He is now up to 8 goals on the season. That has eclipsed his total from 2022. Omar Florindo with some joy after knocking out of play. And we get a lot of contact.
They don't need a lecture. Let him play.
Yeah, it looks like we're going to have a stoppage of time here. For the referee wants to have a word with Omar Florindo, but I guess not.
And Soren Jensen barking out some calls to Florindo to tell him to just relax a little bit here. It's not like it's a 0-0 game. Eagles ahead 4-0.
Yeah, and as I mentioned before, too, just that game management overall, you know, the Eagles have been winning these games by 1 goal or maybe even 2. So to have 4 goals scored in this game so far will be interesting to see in this new situation that they're presented with today, how they manage the rest of the game.
Yeah, you saw Alex Garcia-Buell for the Dominican side get into it a little bit with Florindo. As Florindo will be subbed down here. Get a little bit of a breather. Hit the reset button on the sideline. Have a little bit of a conversation with his coach. Now it's Simon Hemler, who's into the game now for the first time. The junior midfielder. Where's number 18 for the Eagles? 15:25 remaining here in the first half. A 4-0 lead for the Eagles. As Detoli flies up high. And we have a Charger down on the field. That is Thiago Mickey for the Chargers. Number 12, a redshirt junior. As he is helped up to his feet by Luca Detoli. Some nice sportsmanship there.
Yeah, and as I mentioned earlier, you know, the Dominican team has really answered back defensively after there's been a goal and, you know, just preventing the Eagles from getting another touch on that. But I think, you know, if they continue, they're still in this match. And something I always tell my team, too, is the game's never over till it's over. There's still a lot of time left in this match for the Chargers to come back and score some goals. But they're going to have to start doing that before the half.
Yeah, before Uriarte and the rest of the Eagles tack on some more goals here as Uriarte is tripped up crossing midfield with 14:38 remaining here in the first half. Here comes the Chargers down the near side.
That's fine, boys. That's fine. Good transition.
Guevara will toss it in for Dominican. Gets it right back. Redo the throw in here. Guevara looking for a man. And we get a whistle. That'll go against the Eagles. 13:45 remaining here in the first half. Be a free kick here for Dominican on the near sideline. As it'll be a touch. The shot broken up by an Eagle defender. Now Hemler will clear it out. Iljazzy running towards the ball. A lot of contact at midfield. It's led to Uriarte. Uriarte angles towards the middle. A lot of contact. Bodies hitting the ground. Uriarte led on that far side. Has it now. Goes towards his left. Delivers a strike. Broken up by the Chargers, and a great defensive play there by Dominican. A little under 13 minutes to play here in this first half.
Yeah, and as we mentioned before, the Eagles team has a lot of control of the ball, but as Dominican just tried to do there, play it quickly before they even were able to set up on that free kick and really take advantage of, the Eagles players maybe not being set up.
It'd be interesting to see as well the playing time in this second half, bearing the fact that the Eagles are still able to take a dominant lead heading into halftime. A lot of players on the sideline for the Eagles warming up. As Uriarte comes out for the first time. 12 minutes of play here in the first half. Dominican on the move now. Trailing by 4 goals here in this in-conference matchup. So Jensen rolls it out to Nassen.
Yeah, and if I'm a Uriarte, I'm saying, Coach, leave me in so I can get my hat trick before the half is over. But
exactly.
Coach Haley there taking him out, giving him some rest. He's definitely been doing a lot, scoring 2 out of the Eagles' 4 goals thus far in the match.
Yeah, the Eagles also have a big matchup in Philly this upcoming Saturday versus Chestnut Hill College. Totally. Goes to Nassen on that far side. They'll deliver a strike downfield, leading Iljazzy. And a great play by Gutzenati coming out of the nets and making a play on the ball. Again, like you were mentioning with that sun, Tiff, it's mostly cloudy now. Really feels like a fall day here.
Yeah, the wind has definitely picked up. It's getting a little bit more brisk out here, but I think these players are working hard, so I'm sure they're appreciating a little bit of a breeze as the minutes continue to roll.
They're
here.
Warm. They're running around. We're over here standstill.
Yeah, we might need to take a little jog at halftime and get warmed up. Volleyball's an indoor sport, so I'm always fine with the temperature.
A little halftime stroll, Iljazzy towards the middle, broken up by Dominican. Some action here at midfield. Ball up in the air. Now it's in that far corner. Players on both squads battling for it. 9.5 to play here in the first half. Barry in a straitjacket in that far corner, and it just gets knocked out of play. Last touch by the Eagles. So the ball will go to the Chargers here. .9:05 to play here in this first half.
Yeah, and I think for the Chargers, too, going into halftime, being able to talk about and seeing what kind of adjustments they might make in this second half to prevent the Eagles from scoring more and get something going offensively on their end as well.
What would those adjustments be if you were the coach? Put you on the spot right there.
Yeah, I mean, in terms of soccer, I don't know definitely all the specifics, but, like I said, trying to get something going offensively on our end and then keeping the defense from letting the Eagles score another goal and then having something to work with, I think will be huge for the Chargers team.
What's something for your team that you want to see happen to end this 2023 campaign? What's something that you're focusing on with your squad to end this season right?
With our squad too, I think right now we're continuing to grow as a team, and we've had a lot of players transfer in for us, which is similar to men's soccer as well. I know they get a lot of junior college transfers, so I think coming from a school at the collegiate level that may do things a little bit differently. I think, continuing to grow as our squad and having those players that have come in and really continue to work with the team is a big goal that I think I have for this season, and continuing to, like I mentioned before, just continue to get better every day and build the program, as it's only, my second season in the fall here at Post. So. And, when you talk about experience before, too, Coach Ted Hilly in his 18th season with the Eagles, he's been a great person to kind of, ask questions to and, figure things out as a young coach and, getting my start here since he's been here for a while. So
what's some of the advice that he's given you?
I think just continue to be patient, which is funny that he's been yelling that to his team. And, I think continuing to get better every day and trust the process and, continue to find ways to get the job done.
That 1% better every day mentality. Gotta love it. .6:25 remaining here in this first half. Dominican on the move with it in midfield. And trying to get something going here offensively to end this first half. It has been anytime that they have been able to move the ball downfield, their action and their flow has just completely been interrupted by an Eagle defender. Versus the Eagles, when they get it down offensively in their attacking zone, they have flow, right? They have time to develop some passes, develop some plays. It feels like for Dominican, they'll get it, and then a second later, they have 3 Eagles swarming around them, looking to take the ball away. You see the Eagles right here. They're just able to be in a flow state, really, and just set things up offensively. Something the Chargers have not been able to enjoy here today.
Yeah, and you asked what adjustments I would make. If I'm on Dominican right now, too, I'd keep that pressure on offensively. I think, the Eagles have had quite control of the ball in the backfield here. So, keeping that pressure on and trying to take the ball and go towards the goal if I'm a Dominican player at this time.
As Detoli is grabbing his left calf coming down onto the pitch. As he's going to be helped up right here, and it appears as if he is okay walking it off with 4:40 to play here in this first half.
And a big thing for men's soccer, too, is you see players go down, from being fouled or not. And, you never know in those cases if, how serious it is. If, especially if someone's coming at you full speed and gets a piece of your leg or something like that, you could really be in a bad situation quick. So it's good to see that he's gotten up pretty quick from that.
Off the rebound, what a save there by Gutsanati. 2 consecutive saves right there. The Eagles had a great opportunity right there to get their 5th goal of the first half.
Yeah, Simon Hendler coming in there and almost finishing that ball. Not a player that we typically see out there for majority of minutes, but he's been getting minutes recently and has been really trying to score a goal, I feel like. So, it'll be interesting to see what he continues to do offensively for this Eagles team.
Be a throw in here for the Chargers on the near side in their attacking zone. Ball deflected out of play, and Jensen uses his 6'6" to 6'7" frame to just jump up there and haul in the ball.
We could use him on the volleyball team, 6'6". He'd be
have just Isabella Ray, just get a nice little setup here.
Yeah, that'd be great if he wants to play for us a little bit. But no, he does a great job securing the goal back there, and I think his height definitely, helps him with those moments by the crossbar. Whether he's able to just punch it out of there and, saves a lot of balls that could very well go in if you don't have that height. So.
And remember, we had the Wilmington game on September 16th where the Eagles won 1-0. Both goalies stood at 6'7". So obviously only one goal went into the back of the net. You can see why as we go to substitutions here. Alessandro Salvadori into the game now for the Eagles, wearing number 22 on the back of his jersey, a junior defender. As we have a corner kick in that right corner for the Eagles, Detoli will come to take it with a little over 2 minutes to play here in this first half. Detoli, a nice ball towards the middle, broke up by Gutsanati. And Aganasiadis has a goal here in this one off of the PK.
Yeah, it looked for a second that Bertie was stuck in the goal with the with the net there. But I think, all the Eagles players have been really crashing on goal pretty tough, so that way they can try and find another way to score.
They're just playing catch as they do here in the backfield. Now it's in midfield with Nassen on that far side. And Aganasiadis goes to that left corner. Hemler with an athletic play to keep it in play. Leads it towards the middle. Oh, the Eagles had a golden opportunity right there. It was just not able to be fully executed. Little over 60 seconds to play here in the first half.
Yeah, and a touch there by the Chargers. It looked like he was trying to lead him up into that corner, but the Eagles got a boot on it to be able to prevent that from happening.
Tiffany, it's been an absolute pleasure having you on the call here. You got practice at 3:30?
Yes, we do have practice, so I'll be heading over to there, but it's been awesome to be on the call with you, and if you're ever looking for someone again, I'd be sure to
Absolutely.
be on it.
Absolutely, as you guys are.
For an exciting match for the Eagles here as they stand at a 4-0 lead.
You guys will be traveling to Bloomfield. Not too bad of a drive, all the way out to New Jersey.
Yeah, we'll be leaving around this time tomorrow to get to our 7 p.m. match. So, definitely will be an exciting game. And any day that it's game day is always a great day.
Any day that it's game day, it's a great day.
9,
Love that.
8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. And at the end of the first half, score your Post University Eagles 4, Dominican 0.
So that'll do it for the first half. Eagles take a 4-0 lead, a commanding lead into halftime, as we will be joined back here in 15 minutes on the Nest Network, presented by the CACC Network.
champions know how to seize opportunities. When they see moments of greatness unfold right before their eyes, they push as hard as they possibly can, and then they push harder. Because the heart of a champion never settles, never quits, and never stops giving its all. We are champions. We are Division II. We go big, we give it everything we've got, and we win. On the field, on our campuses, in our communities, for our causes, in our careers. We rise to become champions in everything we do. We are Division II, and there are no limits here. We make our time count. We set our own path. We become champions on our terms. It's time to up your game, because we're here to play and learn. But most importantly, we're here to discover ourselves, our vision, our heart, our drive, to achieve every goal we aim for, because we want to be champions at the highest level, life. At Division II, the opportunities are here. Are you ready?
In NCAA Division II, student athletes leave a lasting impression on their communities. That's because Division II student athletes want to make a difference and truly be part of their surrounding communities. Through community engagement, thousands of student athletes from various backgrounds interact with community members who view them as role models. This interaction leaves a positive and perhaps even life-changing impression on all those involved. In Division II, we rise to the opportunity and make community engagement ours.
In a country where 1 in 5 people are affected by a mental health condition, it's time for all of us to step up and change the conversation.
We all have stress in our lives and manage it in different ways.
Grades,
finances,
practice, family,
games,
finals,
homework,
playing time,
friends, midterms,
treatment, studying,
sleep, time for me.
We don't have to find the balance on our own.
It's okay not to be okay.
We're all in this together.
People can and do get better.
Caring about one another can be your competitive advantage.
Communicate.
Be aware.
Show compassion.
Be a champion for each other.
Hope starts with you.
Hope starts with me.
Hope starts with us. We are CACC student athletes, and we are breaking the stigma.
The NCAA has nearly 500,000 student-athletes from more than 1,200 member schools and conferences. There are more than 19,000 teams competing for 90 championships in 24 sports across 3 divisions. Division II has more than 124,000 student-athletes from over 302 colleges and universities. The division offers athletic scholarships while balancing a collegiate athletic environment that encourages student-athletes to discover and pursue what they love. The annual NCAA convention is where Division II members implement new rules. Delegates from every school and conference gather to discuss and vote on each proposal. Each eligible school, conference office, and the Student-Athlete Advisory Committee hold one vote. New rules in Division II can originate in one of 2 ways. A majority of proposals start in Division II committees. Those groups, comprised of representatives from member schools or conferences, debate concepts and forward recommendations to the Division's Management Council and President's Council. The Division II Management Council reviews each proposal from the committees, makes recommendations, and forwards them to the President's Council. The President's Council, composed of college presidents and chancellors, is the top leadership group in Division II. Its primary function is to establish and direct general policy and strategic direction for the division. It is the only group within the governance structure that can sponsor legislation for a vote at convention on its own. New rules can also be proposed directly from Division II members. If 15 active Division II schools or 2 conferences sign on as sponsors, the proposal will be voted on by the entire Division II membership, no matter what position the division's committees and councils take. Through the legislative process, the Division II membership and its representatives enact change across the division.
All right, halftime is over, and we are getting set for the start of the second half between the Chargers and the Eagles. The Eagles lead it 4-0 after the end of the first half. Aritz Uriarte with 2 goals. That put him up to 8 goals on the year. That has already eclipsed his total of last season, where he scored 7. And the second half is underway with the Chargers controlling the ball. In net for the Chargers, it's Alessandro Guzzinatti. And for your Eagles, a switch to begin this second half. Rodrigo de la Turga in net to begin this second half, as it looks like Soren Jensen's day is done after the first half. Rodrigo de la Turga has appeared in 1 game this season, and he played 45 minutes in that, so just 1 half. Soren Jensen has totaled 855 minutes on this 2023 campaign. As Uriarte gets knocked to the ground. As we had a collision there with 43-47 remaining here in the first half. As Uriarte is able to be helped to his feet. Looks like he's grabbing his face. Play has resumed, but Uriarte is on the sideline getting attended to. It looks like he was bleeding from the lip, as here is Felix Nassin coming down that far side with a head of steam. Hits it head to 10 Iori. Now it's Detoli right in front of the net. The shot on that is saved. Knocked out of play by Guzzinati. So it'll be a corner kick here for the Eagles. It'll be Uriarte to take the corner kick here in the right corner. Eagles with 9 shots on goal. Chargers only with 1. Here's Uriarte. A nice ball. Broken up by the Chargers. Uriarte comes back into play to retrieve it. Sends it towards the middle. And that is broken up by the Charger defense. Now it's Detoli with it here on the near side. They'll share it right back to a teammate. Steven Sprousen sends it back to his keeper. 3 minutes played here in the second half. 4-0 lead for the Eagles. As we thank Tiffany Verney, the head coach for the women's volleyball team here at Post University, for coming on and chatting in that first half. Griffin Cass on hand with you here on the Nest Network, presented by the CACC Network. It is Uriarte getting tripped up here on the near side. Rodrigo De La Turga comes out of the net. And here's the ball sent way down the field. Birdie moons that out of play. The Eagles all-time versus the Chargers are 12-12-2. They are on a 9-game winning streak, however. And that winning streak spans from September 30th, 2015, all the way to October 26th, 2022. As Detoli hits the turf. As he's able to get up, it'll be a free kick here for the Eagles. Birdie will just send it back to the backfield. And Aganastiadis sent back to Nassin. Jordan Culver, the head coach for Dominican, urging his team to apply some pressure to the Eagles. Eagles try the give and go here. Birdie and Uriarte. It's taken away now by the Chargers. Barry with it here on the near side. Leads a teammate. Nassin comes in to interrupt the flow. Now it's Barry here on the near side looking to turn on the Jets. It goes out of play. As the officials say, last touch by Dominican with 39.5 to play here in regulation. There'll be a throw-in for the Eagles on the near side. So we have a stoppage in play here with 39:20 to play in regulation. Looks like Manuel Relova on the sideline for the Eagles getting attended to. So here's the throw in for the Eagles. It's knocked out of play, and the Eagles will redo the throw in here. Sprousen, number 2 for Post, throws it in. A nice toss, leads Iljazzy. Denny Iljazzy comes back to it. Passes to Detoli. Detoli passes to Anaganastiadis, who gets it ahead to Uriarte. Uriarte now hits the turf and has it taken away, but the Eagles take it right back. Andrea Birdie at midfield. A little under 39 minutes to play here in regulation. The Eagles go back to the keeper. De La Turga goes to Nassen here on the near side. Felix Nassen. Now ahead to Uriarte. Uriarte in the middle. Over to Birdie. Eagles moving it around. It's led to Sprouson. The touch. The shot. The score. Nick Anagonastiadis with his second goal of the day. What movement there by the Eagles offense. And now it is 5-0 posts with 38:24 to play here in the first half. Here in regulation, excuse me. That is Anagonastiadis' third goal of the season. His second of the day. 5-0 posts here with 38:06 to play in regulation. A dominant performance by your Eagles today, coming into this one, being the 12th ranked team in the country. And they are looking to stay undefeated in CACC play, as they are 5-0 en route to a 6-0 in-conference record, as they are dismantling Dominican right now. Post's play today has been incontrovertible. Just dominant on both sides of the ball. Making few errors when it seems like their opponents make errors at the right time for them. 37:20 to play in regulation. Ball goes to Sprouson and the Eagles. Felix Nassen now streaking down the middle. And we get a whistle called on the Chargers. Just looking at the road ahead for the Eagles, they have Chestnut Hill on Saturday, then Caldwell on Tuesday the 17th, a week from today, as we get a whistle going against the Chargers. Then they have Goldie Beacom College on October 21st. And then their final two games of the season, they play at Holy Family University. That game on the 21st will be the last home game of the 2023 regular season. Then they will end their regular season on November 1st in Rutherford, New Jersey, when they will play Felician University. As Felician also with a 5-0 in-conference record. Felician and Post looks like they are the two most dominant teams here in the CACC this season. Both with 5-0 records in conference. Felician 7-1-1 overall. Post 6-1-3 overall. As Felician actually moves to 6-0 in conference, 8-1-1 overall, as they just defeated Bloomfield College 2-1 here today. Post looks to follow them with a W here today as Uriarte is led on that far side. Slows it down, sends it towards the middle, and it is broken up by the Chargers. 36:25 remaining here in the second half. And Anagonastiadis with 2 goals here in this one. He'll go to DeTole here on the near side. DeTole angles back towards the middle. Pass almost broken up. Uriarte not able to get there, and they say it was last touched by Post. So it'll be a throw in here for the Chargers. Botungi back into the game for the Eagles. Now William Aguilar into the game now for the first time for Dominican, as well as Armindo Ferreira for the Chargers. Ferreira and Aguilar making their first appearances here into this one with 34-36 remaining here in regulation. as that's a throw-in on the far side for the Chargers. De La Turga came out of net right there. A little bit of a dangerous gamble, but it doesn't backfire on the Eagles, as they will take it away here with Pablo Tenorio. Birdie was not able to receive the pass. A little under 34 minutes of play here in the second half. So the 5-0 Eagles advantage, as that is knocked out of play on that far side by the keeper, Gutsanati. So the Eagles have the throw-in on that far side. Birdie goes back to Sprouson. Sprouson at midfield. Eagles with some nice passing here. Playing a little bit of keep away from the Chargers. Detoli now, season opening. Now it closes and he'll just go back right to Birdie. Armindo Ferreira, who just checked in, number 21 for the Chargers. He scored a goal in their last game versus Wilmington, where they lost 5-2. Uriarte with the give and go to Birdie. A little bit out of his reach. He retrieves it, though. Uriarte. And the Eagles on the move. Jazzy now here on the near side. Jazzy gets it right back to Tenorio. Now it's Detoli. Right back to Pablo. Nice pass ahead to Sprouson. He tries the shot and too high. Great look there from Steven Sprouson, the junior defender. 31:45 remaining here in regulation. So the 5-0 lead for the Eagles. A dominant showing here today by Posts, who came into this one 5-0 in conference play, looking to continue their perfection in the CACC this season. There's only one other team that has been perfect in the CACC this year, and that is Felician University, who the Eagles will have a date with at 12 o'clock on November 1st in Rutherford, New Jersey at Felician. That will close out the 2023 regular season as well. Now Uriarte is led with a nice ball on that far side, and they get an offside call on the Eagles. 14 minutes played here in the second half. As we have a substitution coming in. Spencer Hernandez coming into the game for Dominican. Here's the Eagles with it in midfield, now looking to advance the ball. Here's Detoli coming down the middle. Luca Detoli has it taken away, but Anaganasiadis is right there to help him out. Uriarte tripped up. Sprouson off the give and go. Sprouson, oh, the sauce had it taken away. As we will get a corner kick here on the far side. As Hernandez into the game now, the first-year defender. As well for the Eagles, Pablo Vasquez into the game now. He'll sub out Aritz Uriarte. And you would presume that Uriarte's day is done now. With a little over 29 minutes to play in regulation, a 5-0 lead as the Eagles take the corner kick. That's a nice ball sent towards the middle. The header just wide left of the goal. 29 minutes now to play in regulation. Nice defense there from Tenorio. Pablo Tenorio. A huge factor for this Eagles squad. The senior midfielder from Madrid. Just plays the game so well, plays it so soundly. And he's very physical too. He's got a great frame to him. As here he is on that left side. Sharing it to a teammate. Now it's towards the middle. Birdie too high on the shot on net. As that sails over the goal. Another golden opportunity there for the Eagles. 28 minutes to play here in regulation. As Luis Guevara got knocked to the ground, but no call was made on the floor, or excuse me, on the turf. 27:20 to play in regulation. Will be a free kick here for the Chargers. Right at midfield. The Eagles able to intercept it. Now it's Iljazzy. Turning the corner on the left side. Iljazzy. Nice slide tackle there by Lucas Regos Santos as he knocks it out of play. It'll be an Eagles corner kick in that left corner coming up on 26:45 to play here in regulation. Tenorio will take the corner kick for your Eagles. With posts ahead 5-0. It goes towards the near post. It's broken up. And Agonasiadis retrieves it. Sends it towards the middle. And Hernandez boots that out of play with 26:15 to play in regulation. As Fred Longo into the contest now, along with Luca Wintertone. And Agonasiadis will come out. So it'll be Agonasiadis and Detoli to come out to the sideline. As we see some reserves come out onto the pitch now for both squads. As now here are the Chargers looking to push it downfield, something they have not been able to do all contest. It has been the Eagles dictating the tempo, dictating the pace to the opponent. And the Chargers, again, the times that they have had it in the Eagles' defensive zone, they just have not been able to get any sort of flow with it. As here's Sprouson ahead of the field. The nice tap to Iljazzy, and it's knocked out of play by Hernandez. Nice hustle there from number 24, Spencer Hernandez on the Dominican side. 24:45 remaining here in this first half, in this second half, excuse me. As we'll have a throw in here on the near side for the Eagles. Sprouson sends it in, gets it back, shares it to Iljazzy. Hill Jazzy needs a teammate, and he's got Birdie. Birdie now angles towards the middle. Birdie with the touch, gets it right back. Eagles in zero rush here, just moving it around. Sprousen here on the near side. His teammates don't see him as he could have streaked down that near sideline easily. Now it's Jazzy in that left corner. In a little bit of a straitjacket here. He sends it towards the middle. That was a nice ball considering the circumstances there. As it's now Birdie in the middle. Goes now to Sprousen on the near side. Nice play there by the Chargers. Akos Hagali with great effort for the Chargers.
Will, get on 25. Will, where are you going?
23 minutes to play in regulation. Jazzy with it on that far side. Be a throw in here for the Chargers on the far sideline. Guevara tosses it in. Now the Chargers on the move. The shot on net wide right from William Aguilar. And a golden opportunity for the Chargers to get their first goal of the game and break the seal. Not able to do so with 22:05 remaining here in regulation. That ball is sent towards midfield. Eagles still playing like it's a 0-0 ball game. Birdie. Look to be out to the house right there as we get a trip. It will go against the Eagles. Lucas Rego Santos draws the contact. 21-25 remaining here in the first, in the second half. As the training staff for the Eagles will go out to attend to Rego Santos. Clock has stopped at 21:18 for the injury. He is helped up onto his feet. That's a nice play made right there by Derek Fisher, number 30 from Suffern, New York, a freshman defender. .20.5 to play here in regulation. Shot on net, wide left from the Eagles. That was Luca Wintertone firing that boot away. Jonathan Rubin, number 23 for the Chargers, now into the game for the first time. And Diego Righai back into the game now for the Eagles. A little under 20 minutes to play in regulation. Fisher gets it back. Passes towards the middle, and now gets it back once more. Now Hagali. Back to Fisher. Broken up by Tenorio for the Eagles. With 19:05 to play here in regulation. Eagles en route to their 6th in-conference victory here in this 2023 campaign. Now it's Hernandez on that far side. Sends a boot downfield. Tenorio. Now it's Fisher. Fisher looking for a man. Now he has it taken away by Hemler. Now the Eagles will reset things with Rodrigo de la Turga, excuse me. Little over 18 minutes to play here in regulation. Il Jazzy towards the middle. Il Jazzy with a shot, deflected by Rubin. Nice physical play there by the Chargers. With the theft, it goes towards the middle and it's broken up by Salvadori on the Eagles side. 17.5 to play in regulation. Winding things down here in this Tuesday afternoon of NCAA Division II men's soccer here in the CACC. Two teams that are on opposite trends for the season in terms of end-of-season aspirations. The Eagles looking to secure back-to-back CACC titles. And while the Chargers are just looking to end the season off on the right foot, as it has been a rough go for them. 1-9 overall, 1-4 in conference play on a 2-game losing streak. That will likely be extended to 3, barring any type of miracle here in the last 16 minutes and 45 seconds. Il Jazzy towards the middle. No one there. Physical play. Looks like the officials are just letting these players play a little bit here, as this one isn't a tightly wire-to-wire contest by any stretch. .16:05 remaining in regulation. The Eagles work it back to their keeper. Charging was Griffin Vancott. on the Dominican side. Now Eagles with it on the move, taken away by Fisher. De La Turga comes out of the net. 16:35 to play in regulation. The Eagles now send it to midfield. Hemler running with Iljazzy. Iljazzy on the left. Hemler coming towards the middle. Hemler gets led with it in that far corner. Gets it back to Iljazzy. Iljazzy back to Hemler, working this two-man game here. Hemler angling towards the middle, sends a pass. Broken up by the Chargers. 15 minutes to play in regulation. Again, winding things down here on this Tuesday afternoon in Waterbury, Connecticut at Lemoy Field. Home of the 2022 defending CACC champions, the Post University Eagles. As Iljazzy will just strike that out of play. Nine shots on goal for the Eagles, 1 for the Chargers. Cincinnati working with Fisher here on the near side. Fisher gets it back. Fisher to Hernandez. Hernandez now upfield. We'll have a throw in here for the Chargers on that far side. Hernandez eludes a defender, eludes two defenders. As we get a whistle going against the Chargers, Hernandez with the foul. Just ran right into Fred Longo on that right sideline. 13-15 remains in the ball game. Eagles 5, Chargers 0. As it'll be a throw in here for the Eagles on the far sideline. Longo will toss it in. Nice ball. And battling with it was Ferreira. And it was knocked out of play by the Eagles. It'll be a corner here for the Chargers. The senior from Yonkers, New York will take the corner here. Line drive corner kick towards the middle. Broken up by the Eagles. Now Iljazzy on the move with it here on the near side. Cuts back towards the middle, and it's ripped right away by Hagali. A little under 12 minutes to play in regulation here in this one. Eagles will return home here next versus Caldwell University in a week from today on October 17th at 2:30. Their next matchup will be in Philadelphia at Chestnut Hill College this upcoming Saturday at 2:30 p.m. Hernandez knocks it out of play. A little under 11 minutes to play in regulation. Still Jazzy is now on the turf. The junior midfielder from Florence, Italy. Grabbing that right shoulder. The free kick. Little Jazzy back on his feet. He has it. And it'll go back to Pablo. Here's number 14. Tries to lead it. Coming up on 10 minutes to play in regulation here at Lemoy Field on the campus here at Post University in Waterbury, Connecticut. Griffin Cass on hand with you here on the Nest Network, presented by the CACC Network. A 5-0 lead for the Eagles here. Coming up on 9:45 to play. As here's Fisher coming down the middle. As he turns it over. So we have some news for the CACC Men's Soccer Honor Roll. Maurizio Riate, he made it as he scored twice in 1 week. He had 13 total shots this past week. As that's led for Hemmler. Hemmler had it poked from behind by Hernandez. Nice effort there by Spencer Hernandez to break up the action there for the Eagles. 8.5 to play in regulation, as well as Omar Florindo. He defended and helped limited opponents to 3 shots last week, and that earned him honor roll. And that was named yesterday. So Maurizio Riate and Omar Florindo, they make the cut. Hemmler wouldn't have counted anyways. The Eagles are off sides there. 8 minutes to play in regulation. Chargers will take over here, trailing by 5 goals. De Ilaturga comes out of the net and now secures the ball with 7:25 to play in regulation. Our next TNN telecast will be tomorrow. It'll be women's soccer taking on Dominican University of New York right here at Lemoy Field at 2 o'clock. Same time, same place as today, just women's soccer tomorrow. So it looks like we get a yellow card here late in this one with 6:32 to play. Hemmler leads a man. It's Longo in that far corner, sends it towards the middle, goes out of play. Nice idea, though, from Longo. As we get a goalie substitution here. Alex Morocho from Danbury, Connecticut, the sophomore, getting his first action here in the 2023 campaign. With a little under 6 minutes to play here in regulation. A commanding 5-0 lead for the Eagles. Looking for something more right here. Winterton delivers a strike too high and too far wide right of the nets. 5:35 to play in regulation. The Eagles are going to improve to 13-12-2 all-time versus Dominican. And they will improve to 7-1-3 overall and 6-0 in conference play. With 5:15 to play here in regulation, that is led too far out of play for the Chargers. It'll be a turnover there as the Eagles will throw it in on the far side. Longo to toss in with 5 minutes to play here in regulation. Chargers looking to get on the board here in this one. As we get a corner kick, as that one goes out of play. 4:25 remaining in regulation as we get this corner for the Chargers. Armindo Ferreira, he'll take the corner kick here. With a little over 4 minutes to play in this one. Fires that towards the middle of the net. Broken up by the Eagles. As the Eagles clear it out. Longo almost went outside. Excuse me, that was not Longo. That was Rig High. Now it's Iljazzy battling with Hagali. As it goes out of play. And we'll have a corner kick here for the Eagles with 3:25 remaining in regulation. Iljazzy with the corner kick here. Nice line drive corner, broken up by Vancott. .245 remaining in regulation. Eagles will redo the corner kick here with Iljazzy. And it goes in! What a snipe! Denny Iljazzy. Oh, what an angle, what a goal. And the Eagles put the cherry on top of this one as they now lead 6-0. As Denny Iljazzy with a goal here in the late stages. That's his third goal on the 2023 campaign. And it puts the Eagles up 6-0 with 2:34 to play in regulation. How about that? Denny Iljazzy from the right corner kick. Hey, he'll take it. He's been banged up a little bit here in this one. He'll leave this one with a goal. As the Eagles take it right back. A little over 2 minutes to play here in regulation as that one is sent towards the middle. And it's hauled in by Gutsanati. Winding down this one, the Chargers, they will take on Holy Family University on Saturday, October 14th at 2:30. as this post-university team. At the same time, they will be taking on Chestnut Hill College on Saturday. Il Jazzy with the previous goal, angles towards the middle, shares it to Lago on that far sideline. In 70 seconds, the Eagles are officially going to have 5 games remaining in this 2023 campaign.
1 minute remaining in the second half.
As we are now under a minute remaining. The Eagles will look to just move it around. Hemler, offsides. "30 seconds to play." Winding things down here at Lemoy Field. Again, our next TNN telecast, it'll be tomorrow. Same place, same time. Women's soccer taking on Dominican University of New York. Same sport, same time, same location. Just the women's will be
10,
dueling it
9,
out tomorrow.
8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Final score of this afternoon's match, your post-university Eagles 6, Dominican 0.
All right, the Eagles, they move to 7-1-3 overall, 6-0 in conference play. And for Dominican, they fall to 1-10 overall, 1-5 in conference play. That'll do it for our TNN coverage of men's soccer here on this Tuesday afternoon. The Eagles take it 6-0. We'll be back in action on Saturday at Chestnut Hill College in Philadelphia. For our entire TNN crew here at Lemoy Field, Griffin Cass signing off from Waterbury, Connecticut.